Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The TV presenter Noel Edmonds took his legal battle with Lloyds Bank into the company's AGM today. He believes he was the victim of fraud by former staff inside HBOS. That bank was taken over by Lloyds at the height of the financial crisis, and Mr Edmonds now wants compensation from them. At today's meeting in Edinburgh, he accused the Lloyds board of ducking his questions. But the chairman of the bank hit back, saying he was happy to see the dispute settled in court. Our business editor Siobhan Kennedy reports.
The stone faces peer out from what was once the headquarters of Bank of Scotland, an institution so prestigious they named the street after it. It merged with the Halifax to become HBOS, and the rest is history. Of course, it was the ill-fated acquisition of HBOS at the height of the financial crisis which did so much damage for Lloyds. Back then, it led to the near collapse of the company and an emergency bailout by the government. But even today, nearly a decade on, Lloyds is still paying the price for its merger with HBOS over that frenzied weekend in 2008. Noel Edmonds, the TV entertainer, has become the unlikely figurehead for dozens of businesses that were destroyed as part of a massive fraud discovered inside HBOS. Today he came to Edinburgh to the Lloyds annual general meeting of shareholders to push the bank and its chairman, Lord Norman Blackwell, to take responsibility for the sins of the past.
Norman, old boy, I tell you, even the Cray twins and Al Capone didn't have this amount of police investigation. Norman, you're quite incredible. I am asking you questions.
This isn't a show, Mr. Edmonds. This is an AGM, and I'd like you to come to your question, please.
Now, Norman, if you want to turn it into a game show, the way you treat us, I would call it pointless. And if you want it to turn into jail or no jail, you are going in the right direction.
Lloyds has apologised to the victims of the HBOS fraud and has set up a compensation scheme and an independent investigation into the Reading scandal. But that scandal has been given fresh impetus by the revelation on this programme of an internal whistleblower report that claimed HBOS and Lloyds knew about the fraud at Reading before their merger but covered it up. And the bank's denial that the report's author, a senior banker, was ever commissioned to write it.
You put out a press statement last week that it was not commissioned by Lloyds Bank. Yes or no, did you commission the report?
The press statement stands as it is.
That you did not commission the report?
The press statement stands as it is.
That you did not commission the report?
Yes, the press statement stands as it is.
He kept saying, I stand by our press statement. What's your interpretation of what he was saying to you?
I mean, when anybody avoids a yes-no in that manner, it generally means they're not telling the truth.
A fact Lloyds strenuously denies. But there's no denying the fraud that arose in this old Scottish bank, and the alleged cover-up is still tormenting its current owner. So what did the shareholders make of it?
They could do better. It's dragging on an awful long time.
Like politicians, you never get a firm answer, do you?
Siobhan Kennedy, Channel 4 News in Edinburgh.